Benidorm's absolutely melting Rincon de Loix. Empty streets with just a couple of people heading back to their apartments, hotels, or campsite because it is impossible to stay outside. However, a few most popular bars are having the time of their life, enjoying live entertainment and an incredible atmosphere. Even today, on Tuesday, accompany us in Benidorm town. We are right next to the Red Lion here in Rincon de Loix in Benidorm, our sunniest and hot town. It is mid-July right now and the actual temperatures are around 34 degrees today. However, on the sunshine with humidity, the real feel is plus 40 degrees. Yay! And we are here with my husband to show you guys everything that is going on. There are a few people here on the Red Lion terrace. The fans are actually leaving some sprays with the water, but since it all goes evaporating directly towards the top, not a huge relief on the terrace. It's good that there's some wind here today. There are slightly more people in this part of Rincon de Loix still because there's quite a bit of hotels. There's different types of shops here and supermarkets, such as Lidl supermarket, which is why here there's slightly more movement. Even on a typical work day, since today it is Tuesday. Some of the favorite hotels of a lot of you guys, such as Melia, Benidorm, they've fully refurbished the swimming pool area, the gardens, and it looks very neat, very nice, very slightly more modern, clean, and it's a place that a lot of people love for their holidays. However, their terraces here of the cafeteria are basically empty because, well, not a lot of people are able to tolerate 40 degrees real feel for a long time. Even us locals, we have our hair wet, we have sun hats, we have ice cold bottles of water, which by the time we film it right now and finish will not going to be cold any longer, but still it's better than nothing. And we try and go as much in the shade as possible because if not, it is absolutely impossible to stay on a heat that much of a time. Plenty of people are staying in these hotels, by the way, and we've showed you many of these. One of them, including the Flamingo Oasis Hotel, which is 4 stars. It is from Melia Hotel Group, and it's this one here on the left side. It's a family-friendly, family-oriented hotel. Obviously, couples and adults only can stay here, but there is plenty of entertainment for children, for families. There's a swimming pool, very nice one. And overall, it's just a great hotel for a whole family holiday, if you would like to do so. In front of us, we have the corner bar, which is not closed. Obviously, it's still quite busy. Not as much as it's in the morning time, which is when they serve breakfast. Really, really nice breakfast, by the way. We've tried it as well in the Honest Reviews playlist. Just put Benidorm Bayana, the corner bar, and you'll be surprised on what the meals actually look like. Euro Clinic, which is a private clinic in case you need anything, this is the way to go. If you need any kind of recipe or you need to see the doctor for some reason, that's the place. Rock and Roll House, the typical supermarkets from here onwards. It is all empty, you guys. Look at this. Some locals with vehicles, those who work, obviously, and those who have a typical work day. A couple of cars of taxis, mostly locals moving around. No sign of tourists whatsoever. The Paddock Sports and Entertainment, they are refurbishing. They've did quite a bit of changes out there. Good for them. Friends, Beers Friends, Sports Bar, also open and almost completely empty. Sinatra's Premium, there's also here nearby, also absolutely empty amongst all the other numerous places out here. That is insane. Look at this. Oh, there, one table, 2 tables. One table in each establishment, and people are staying in the shade. Boy, it is, oh my goodness, it is even difficult to breathe. We are here because we have to, because we want to show you the real atmosphere during different times of the day. But the reality is that At this point of the day, unless we have to desperately, locals don't go anywhere. It's too hot. In front, we have pharmacies. We have a El Corte Chino, which is basically the Chinese bazaar. It's a giant Chinese bazaar that they've opened up here. A few years ago, after pandemics, there was a cabaret bar out there, but it closed down, sadly. The showboat, or the boat, I think it was called. It's been there for a while, but now it's a Chinese store. Massima supermarket, which is a typical Spanish supermarket. A lot of locals go here. And the bus number 10. Hey, by the way, this bus right here is the one that you need to take if you want to go, for example, to visit Altea Old Town or Albir Village, a coastal paradise village right next to Benidorm. Or just explore the area, see the typical villages, how locals live, the whole essence of this region. You can take the bus number 10. You can grab a card that you can top up with 10 euros, and it's going to be way cheaper for you to move around the area. Or you can pay typical one-way tickets each time you will be hopping on the bus. There's also a city sightseeing bus, which is two-store bus, which is great and highly recommended. It goes both to Altea and around all entire Benidorm town. No people still, as you can see. This area, honestly, even in summer, it doesn't look too busy. Mostly from September to June, this place does look busy. And that's a controversy because if there's no tourism, how can it be busy? Well, let me explain to you guys. In between September and June, there are quite a couple of schools here, and between of them, private school, international school right behind us, and in front of us there's also a Catholic semi-private school. So usually here in the mornings and evenings and daytime there's quite a lot of movement of cars and people, because parents pick up the children for lunch from school, bring them to school, go to work. There's way more movement. But now in summer, when schools are closed, this place looks way more desert than it usually is throughout the year, which is curious because you would think that there's way more tourists now, so it should be busier. But it's not the case. Here we have the Benidorm Palace, as you could have seen the dinner show, which is actually highly recommended. Even us locals, we went there for a couple of shows. Each time they've switched it to a new one. And if you book it with dinner, technically you always get better seats and better views of the stage, almost front seats if you're lucky. And you can just enjoy all the show with some lovely food. Actually, it's quite a good quality, and some drinks. Then they make pictures for you, which you're able to purchase too, and the CD with photos, because you're not allowed technically to make some pictures inside of this place or do videos, for example, so that people would not steal their choreography. I think this was the main reason why they did not allow to film on the inside. But it is a nice place overall, really recommended. Gets quite busy too, because a lot of tourists do purchase tickets to this dinner show. As you can see, only locals, a couple of taxis, older buildings that right now are nothing. And before, there used to be nightclubs and some entertainment places here in Benidorm, but honestly, all people switched towards city center, towards more accessible areas. Here, it's not as easy to park, and the transport is not the most convenient. It's slightly far away, so these places are mostly used for businesses that are oriented to locals or the nearby tourists that stay in the campsites or hotels. For example, there's a dental clinic here in case something is needed to be fixed, and locals go here. And also those who live by the campsites. Vet clinic too, which has two offices. The obviously Iceland, which is international foods supermarket. It is quite expensive, a lot of people say, which technically is true because these are imported goodies from other countries. And hence they're slightly more expensive than the regular products that people purchase here in the supermarkets. On the right side, we have just a couple of businesses that still survive. Fun and Quads, which works really well, honestly. They've had all these. Japanese head spa. Ooh, that's interesting. That's a brand new business, by the way. All the rest are still for rent, and they're actually really, really cheap rent. But that is because it's difficult here. It's a very difficult area. Italian restaurant and pizzeria. I've never seen people get inside It looks nice. It's a family-owned business, but I've never seen people go inside. Something's missing, probably because it doesn't scream it's an Italian place. It's more like a confused Thai place or like outside Caribbean place. It doesn't look like an Italian restaurant, which is why people probably don't go there. Chinese bazaar with their giant garden that they harvest right here in the middle of Benidorm. Probably is one of the most successful businesses here in this part of Rincon de Loix. Together with this hotel, which is Hotel de Loix, it's an aqua spa place. Really nice place. It's a 4-star hotel, family oriented too. Really, really lovely, quality place for people to enjoy. Hence, a lot of tourists and national tourists and international ones too are actually booking the stay here. Why? Because it's not too close for night entertainment. At the same time, for those who have a vehicle or don't mind walking a little bit, this is a perfect place to relax without an excessive amount of noise, which is why many people are actually booking this hotel as per se. And also there's an easy access here to the right side by this road up the hill towards the theme parks, which is Mondomar and Aqualandia. So if you're planning on having a slightly quieter holiday, why not? This is like a perfect place for the stay. Not the cheapest one, but still very, very good one. And you can get some nice offers. Here there are quite a bit of new businesses as well. There's some beauty salons here, coffee and bakery. Oh, that's new. This is going to be a new one. Look at that. Coffee and bakery. That might be nice, especially if people are staying at the campsites. They can come here to grab some freshly baked bread or pastries. That's actually not bad at all. But the bad thing is that you have Aldi nearby, which also has a bakery section. And it tends to be cheaper. So, not too sure. Oh, there's quite a bit of noise coming out of here. What an atmosphere here today. My goodness, giant groups of friends are sitting in the shade, grabbing some drinks, listening to some lovely music, and just enjoying the company of the others. This is a very nice place, and actually it's a very popular place for those who stay here nearby at the campsites or hotels or in self-catering in the nearby apartments or houses. Really, really good place to go and to grab some drinks, and it's actually not as expensive either, which is why it attracts those who are staying nearby and just don't feel like going all the way down the street to get some drinks. Some places are closed, like Eleanor's Arms. Some mini market, international mini markets, is also here. Coffee and bakery places, very nice one by the way. And then we have the black chicken. Honestly, always a good atmosphere, and most people are sitting on the inside playing pool, just enjoying themselves here, and it's a lovely atmosphere. Other places are slightly more empty, but this one here is full. This is an absolutely incredibly fun atmosphere here in Benidorm town. Just look at that. People are having so much fun, and these 2-3 places are the ones that are maintaining the spirit of the upper Rincon de Loix area. Literally, even though the sun is so hot, it's 40 degrees outside, but on the inside it's cool, it's nice, and people are having so much fun, even today on Tuesday. Here you can see my husband is showing you guys, there are some people at the Dillegaf as well. They've closed the terrace, probably there's an air conditioning running, and it's way more comfy, honestly, to stay outside if there's air conditioning, or at least if the air is moving a tiniest bit. And right in front of us on the right side, we have a brand new place that will be open shortly, which is the Greenies. This is a darts, pool and snooker club here in Benidorm, a place of reference. Well, at least it should be once it opens up. Still some work to do, by the way. They're working full speed to be able to open very, very soon. But shortly we'll come here and show you guys everything that it will be very soon. Apart from that, a couple of places that are still closed and not going to be opening up soon. Sadly, Yuake Wang, which is a great restaurant, by the way, Chinese, Japanese, like international Asian buffet, really fresh food right here by the Aldi. Incredible atmosphere, even though some places are absolutely empty today.